Hey, what's going on? This is Bruce Habowskistudio. Just out for a little day hike here near my house. I'm going to a location that I've painted before in the winter. So I'm going to go see what it looks like now. And I haven't been here in a while, so probably a couple years. And it's very convenient having all these woods near where I live because so many opportunities for some landscape painting. So we're going to see what we can get into. Thanks for joining me. We're coming to the little dam, and this is like a water pipe that supplies next town over, if I remember right. Made out of wood. You can see the water leaking out of it. And what happens in the winter, of course, all this becomes very icy. Some ice formations over where the water's coming out, which can kind of look cool in and of themselves. But you can see the stairs up ahead there. That's where we're going to walk up and access the water and check it out and see what we come to. Okay, just walked up the stairs here. And that's what we got to investigate. Looks kind of interesting. I like the clouds way over on the horizon there. We're going to follow this trail for a bit. Okay, so we're going to hike along here. So I'm just using my lightweight kit today, as you can see behind me. Works out pretty good. Got a little water in there and that sort of thing, so let's go find an area to paint. This might be a good spot too. Like the little bit of landmass over there. And then with the clouds and such. Just a simple landscape might be nice today. So peaceful out here. Really, really quiet. Super calm. No breeze in here. Kind of cool today. It's in the 60s. Not too bad. I'll probably be taking the shirt off shortly. Once I warm up a little bit, we'll see, but taking my time, not rushing around, just absorbing. Some of the down timber might be cool too for painting with the structural element to it, like I like to do in my urban paintings. We'll see. Continue on. While we're getting to a spot here, just want to take a moment and thank everybody for watching my videos and commenting. It really means a lot. And I'd like to make sure I give you guys some good content, and I try to mix it up a bit. Not to just be cool or have a awesome channel kind of thing, but I really enjoy kind of mixing it up. I don't want to get stagnant and do the same old thing or same old format with videos. Trying to learn more about the camera angle stuff and all that good production type material, but first and foremost, I'm a painter, and that's what I want to bring you guys. Not looking to make a Hollywood Academy Award winning movie. Try to bring good quality of footage in terms of clarity, so trying to experiment with gear and everything. Of course, right now I'm shooting all this so far on my GoPro, and going to see how it does with filming when I'm painting, not from my chest sort of mount, but more as a tripod style like I normally do, and see how that does. I'm still trying to figure out angles I can do with this GoPro, but yeah, I really thank you. And if you want to see other type of videos that I haven't done yet, just drop it in comments and let me know. I'll see what I can do. Okay, let's carry on. One thing I want to share too, I don't know how many of you, if you haven't read my bio or other little details on my YouTube channel page, I'm a self-taught artist, and I took classes in high school, of course, like most of us that are inclined towards the arts, but Nothing heavy duty, just normal classes, and after that I just kind of studied on my own. So I just want to let everyone who's trying to forge their own path that it is possible. Nothing wrong with going to art school if you can afford it. Just funds never materialized and that sort of thing over the years, and just kind of did my own thing. So part of that is you can take pride in powering through and learning on your own. I still study other painters, of course. I have tons of books like most artists that are serious do, but there is some fun in kind of reinventing the wheel all the time when you're painting, even though you may not need to. Someone can say, oh, here's how you do this cloud. So you learn that technique, and what can be troublesome if you're not careful is you just repeat that technique rather than kind of really observing in a scene what is going on and finding the language, the brush work to replicate that. So things to think about. But so this is ending up being kind of a vlog and a painting video all in one here. I don't want to get too chatty. I know you want to see some painting, but just that kind of day. I just feel pretty relaxed. I came back from a camping trip this past weekend. I was hoping to do some painting on, but weather came in and it was just wasn't happening. I was with a friend of mine too, and he was going to help me with some video work, but just didn't pan out. So here we are. Okay, let's carry on. Well, you know what? I've been hiking for probably about 20 minutes here. Nothing heavy duty or anything, but I think I'm just going to park it here. Pick out a scene amongst this material. There's going to be no perfect spot. And also I'm going to take this opportunity for this video to do a kit review, just show you what I'm bringing from my lightweight kit. And let me set that up and show you. Okay, here's what I brought today. Just a simple, what they call a tactical bag. I really favor these backpacks for what we do as artists because they're rugged. They can hold some weight. They got all this molly webbing that you can put bungees, and you can just bungee anything you want to it. They also sell pouches designed for the tactical pouches that slip in there, and with long straps and attached. So there's all kinds of options. You can check out more of our bushcraft style videos to talk in detail about those. But then I have my Manfrotto, I guess is how you pronounce it, little collapsible tripod. And I'll have all that set up in a minute. And I always bring a walking stick, because if you're not used to walking with a pack on, sometimes in uneven terrain, just gives you some nice stability and allows you to give you some leverage when you go uphill and all that sort of thing. Okay, I've got everything laid out here to check out, so let's. I'm going to pan in a moment and show you all that in detail. This is not going to be maybe perfect for everybody. I paint in oils. This is what I'm using for my lightweight kit. It's going to change, of course, if you use pastels, watercolor, acrylics, that sort of thing. There's always adjustments to be made, but I'm also not just carrying paint and painting materials. There's a few little tiny extras. And if I was going to be out here for any length of time, which on a day like today would have been really nice, I would carry a little bigger backpack and have a little tarp in there, maybe my hammock to chill out, absorb the view a little bit, do some painting, have a little lunch, but that's for another video. So let's get to showing you my contents. Alright, of course I've already showed you the backpack that everything fits in. And you saw it earlier in the video on my back. Gives you some idea of its capacity and height and that sort of thing. I got it at Walmart. I think I paid under $30 for it. So what I always carry, everything that's highlighted on this white sheet. That white sheet is nothing but a shower curtain that was time to switch out and put in a new one, so I cut out a section of it to use for a little drop cloth. This could be used if you're painting indoors in a location and you don't want to get paint on the floor. Also I have, we'll go from left to right here, that's normal. So we have the turpentine jar. Everyone's familiar with those. It's a little smaller version one. My brush case. Just a little garbage bag to little 13-gallon garbage bag in case I want to protect something getting a downpour. Even though I have my rain poncho over here, we'll get to. You never know what you want to protect for electronics, maybe. And that's just some water there. And in this bag we have my painting medium, extra tubes of white paint, big tubes, my turpenoid there. That little piece is an inset for my paint box here, which we'll get to prop up my panel. We have a plastic straight edge for when I'm doing urban paintings, comes in handy for creating straight lines. My collapsible maul stick, which is a broken off tripod leg from a camera tripod. In the red bag is a dry bag, a little ditty bag from Walmart, paper towels, and of course Frog Tog's little rain poncho. Here we have just some terry cloth towels to wipe off my brushes, save on paper towels when I'm rinsing. Some kind of gripper, plasticky, sort of rubber gloves to use to avoid paint on my hands. A little sketchbook if I choose to do a little sketching first for thumbnails with a composition viewfinder. A little business case here with business cards. We are plein air artists working outdoors. You never know who your customer is going to be. Tiny little dry bag, Sea to Summit. And I carry my extra pair of glasses in case I lose mine. Little power thing with a cord. This is for a little extra rope in case I need to tie something down in a little high wind, with a tent stake to for the tripod. And handkerchief, just to wet. Maybe it's hot out, you want to wrap it around your neck or whatever. A Gorilla Painter brush holder that I've modified just a bit with that little metal thing. And just a little bag of some few band-aids and a little leave in case you get a headache out there in the sun. A couple clamps in case I need them for something. Little roll of duct tape. You never know what you can use that for. And the box I'm using, let me get to that. That is the Gorilla Painter 8x10 box. Nothing exciting there. Got my panel in there that I'll be painting on. I put in a glass palette because I like glass palettes. And you have some paints in there, which the colors can be, you know, I use a mixture of colors, so sometimes limited palettes and that sort of thing. But, and I was going to get my tripod out and show you that next. Okay, sorry, I was wrong on the make of the tripod. It's a Sunpack collapsible. You can kind of see how long it is. And it just reverse folds, legs come down, and it's a typical tripod. Other than that, fits my box perfectly, and it's a very rigid head on here. Very tight contact with the fitting on the box, so it doesn't. The box does not wobble, which everyone knows I can't stand by now if you watch my videos. And it comes in a nice little case. So, which you probably saw before, strapped on the bottom there with some little bungee cords, loopy bungee cords. So, that's my kit, and now I'm going to set up and try to get some painting done. Okay, going for a limited palette today, and here's what I'm going to be using from left to right. You can see ivory black, titanium white, ultramarine blue. I decided I'm not going to use the transparent yellow. I'm going to use cadmium yellow light and the, what's it called, quinacridone magenta. And there's the tubes laid out that I use for brands. I've been playing around with this Alkyd white, and of course you got a water mixable cad yellow light that was given to me to try out, so I'm trying it out. And we're going to see what we do on an 8x10 oil primed panel, and just keep it simple and right straight ahead. Kind of something in there. Just have a little fun out here. Okay, filming with the GoPro here, see how it does. I'm going to be just using a little bit of RB black here to sketch out a basic composition. I'm not going for anything fancy today. Yeah, I'm going to keep the horizon kind of low because I'm liking some cloud action I might try to pick up on. So we'll put that right down here. Just have the coming off over here. There's a spruce tree there, white pine, I mean. That'll be more fun for you guys. Just using terps a little bit, just enough to thin paint. Mix with the little ivory black. Just massing in some sky. Looking for some activity in the brushwork. Yeah, there's no point in with the sky really trying to follow exactly what was going on. Like I mentioned, you just really have to steal the feeling of the sky and that sort of thing, and build on it as you go along. There might be parts that come into play as they drift in and out. So those are the parts you should seize. Now I'm just kind of blocking in the tree line. Not really going too crazy with getting too detailed, trying to find some major shapes, and then I can always finesse, as usual, the detail within that. And I'm dancing around because I have that same color on the brush. I might as well use it in other parts that are conducive to facilitating not cleaning your brush every 2 seconds. That can lead to your brush getting like too wet from the turpentine rinse, and if you're not careful about really blotting it off and getting it out of there, it can just affect the feeling of the paint going on the surface. So just getting some highlights in of the light on the trees. It was just a beautiful day painting out there. Super quiet. I only saw one other person right when I was walking in towards the stairs that go up to the little stream, and so you could be out there for hours and just enjoy yourself. Super nice. I also didn't get into using too many different types of brushes. The sky was put in with a filbert. If I had to do it over again, I'd probably use my flats. I really like those, like a size 4 to 6 Tuscan series. But hey, what are you gonna do? Like I said, just out there having some fun and enjoying myself. So continue on here with the video. Not looking for anything in particular. Sky's moving actually quite a bit. Clouds in and out. And so I'm just trying to capture pieces, parts. Just having fun, trying to create some color notations to suggest the time of day rather than looking for perfection. I don't use my plein air work as my end-all sort of thing sometimes. Sometimes they end up finished and that's that, but that's not the goal when I'm outdoors, and especially today. Trying to mix it up a bit with the video and do with the kit review kind of thing and show you how, not review, but showing you my kit content. So, a little mix of things going on today, but just kind of having fun. Again, that limited palette's really nice. Well, I'm going to call this little quick sketch done. It looks like I got some rain coming, so I got to pack up and hike out of here and hopefully not get pouring down rain on me. But as you can see behind me, so let me show you what I got. Well, as you can see, the scene's changing quite a bit, but here's what ended up with. Just a quick little color notation thing, nothing fancy. Liking some of the brushwork. Got to say, I'm not a super fan of the Alkyd White. Tacks up super fast, even in this cooler weather. So I'll go back to my regular, and the water soluble. Yeah, I can take it or leave it. I'll probably leave it, but that's what I have. Just a little tip: when I collapse everything, when I pack up, I do not tighten the little fittings for the legs when I collapse it. So at the next location when I set up, they just basically slide out and then I can tighten them. It's a little quicker setup next time around. Just a little tip. It's so nice out here today, even though it's cloudy. I like to come out here and just chill in the hammock. Get a little tarp action going on in case of rain. Do a video for you guys. Oh, what's that? Oh, just a bird. Very peaceful. Well, it's only going to be a few more minutes till I'm back at the car, probably about 10 more minutes. So I want to take this opportunity to thank you for watching the video. If you're new to the channel, hit that notification icon to be alerted as to when I post new videos. You got to turn on notifications for that to happen. And for everyone else, for everybody actually, you can find me on Facebook at habowskistudio and on Instagram at habowskistudio. And be sure to hit that like button for the video if you enjoyed it. Share it with your artist friends also, please. And I'd love to hear your comments on what you thought of the video or ideas you have for painting like I did today, your plein air kit, whatever. Till next time, see you later.